Today we are unboxing a true beast from House of Gog. Let's check it out. What is up, guys? I know it has been forever since I have made a video, and I figured, you know what, there's no better statue as of late, as far as I'm concerned, to do a video on than this one. This gigantic box from House of Gog showed up today, and I am so pumped to talk about this thing. This is from House of Gog's new Dominion line. They're working with artist Brent Ashe. His work is insane. I'm a huge fan. It's dark, it's biomechanical with like a kind of gothic sci-fi combo. I freaking love it. And when I saw initial photos of this bust, I was like, I have to have that, and I cannot wait to see it in person. So, you know, when it comes to House of Gog, one thing they always nail is the packaging. Not just the box itself or how securely it's like packed, but like the quality of everything involved. The foam is super nice, super soft. Like, it's always divided up into really well organized layers. And for statue collectors who like deal with a lot of packaging, I know that you're gonna appreciate what I'm talking about. This stuff is on point. So when you first unbox the statue, you're gonna see this crazy hat in the top layer. As you remove that top layer, you're gonna see your paperwork and your art print, and then the bust, and then these kind of gothic crown, thorn, pokey things mixed in there. It's all really well packed. Mine arrived without any damage. It is rock solid. So let's talk a little bit before we get into assembling this thing. Let's quickly talk through what else came with the statue. Numero uno, a very dope art print. Like I said, like this design work totally speaks to my core. I absolutely love it. I am so proud of these guys for having the cojones to stick with the black and white theme. Man, they nailed it by staying black and white. Okay, you also get a metal card, which goes with your bust. Very cool, very well made, has like a matte finish. Talks about the edition and the statue and all that. A absolutely beautiful COA. Like, it's the type of COA where you're like, ooh, I wanna fondle this. It's really nice, soft touch, matte black. You know, this statue is low edition size, which is cool. I know we all are like frustrated with the open edition size stuff that people are doing these days. This is rad. Very, very nice COA. Hang on, let me just shuffle some things around here. Last but not least, we have this incredible art print. It's big and it's cool. Like, having a big print like this from Brent Ashe, I cannot wait to open this up and get some shots of it. We'll check that out later, but it is very cool. I've seen photos online. I can't wait to open it up and see it. Okay, why don't we assemble this thing and take it from there, huh? So, where are we gonna begin? There's only a few parts. Let's get these thorn crown pieces on first. You're gonna see that there's like a big magnet in the resin, so these will lock right in, like so. We'll grab the other one here and drop it in. Oh, already gaining a lot of presence. Okay, now we have our hat, for lack of a better word. It is also magnetic, so we're just going to line that up gently, ride that in. Oh, what a fulfilling snap, man. They got the magnets right. There's nothing worse than like a weak magnetic connection on a statue. You want it to like suck in, and that's exactly how all these feel. I gotta tell you, the detail is incredible. You know, the statue world has come so far from when I first got into this hobby. I mean, there were muddy, mushy details on all the like classic, you know, sideshow pieces and older statues. And then you look at something like this and you're like, holy crap, we've come a long way. The texture in the cloak, the torn edges of like the hood area, like, you almost have to see it in person to appreciate it. It is absolutely incredible. Not to mention, House of Gog is using some of their trademark like flexible resin to get this really fine detail. And obviously these fine details in here are they're an exact translation from like the fine line work that you see in Brent Ashe's in his artwork. So it's really neat to see how they've translated that to kind of a three-dimensional thing where you can really see that detail in there. So great. You have these kind of glossy pieces that are set up here in this hood cowl area. The eyes are a really neat gloss black, which against the matte black of the eyelid and the kind of surrounding cheekbone, they really stand out. I mean, the best way I can describe this piece is it's high concept and really, really artful. It's one of the things I've come to absolutely love about House of Gog, like this vision of pairing legitimate, respected artists with like three-dimensional sculpture and helping them bring their work to life. I'm absolutely stunned. I cannot wait to see the rest of this line. Some of the design work was assisted by AI, that's my understanding. But what's neat here is that you have a super talented artist taking new tools and trying to bring that into his process and go like, okay, I have some ability, I have a vision. How do I use AI tools to kind of beef up what I'm doing, not to replace the artist in general? And if there's one thing I can say about this bust, it is certainly original. The narrative kind of surrounding the world and the character, so cool. You can read about it all on their sites. This is the full-size bust. I know they make a smaller kind of statuette one, which I have not seen in person, but what I can tell you is that this one is hot. So there you have it, the Continuum Ceremony bust. I'm just a massive fan. What else is there to say? Guys, thanks for checking out the video. Please like and subscribe. I know it's been forever since I posted. Hopefully we'll get more videos coming at you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye.